Oliver, one of the longest sagas in the whole corporate universe at the moment is the sale of EMI, this record company. The European Commission approved the sale of EMI this morning to Universal. And it's been a very long saga involving Citibank and Guy Hands and court cases and what have you. And this is obviously an industry that has suffered severely from the whole digital revolution. What exactly has happened this morning, and where are we in this whole saga just now?
So we're approaching, I won't say the end of the saga, but perhaps it's the beginning of the end. What's happened today is that the European Commission has approved the sale of EMI's recorded music division to Universal Music, which is owned by the French group Vivendi. Universal is already one of the biggest music companies in the world, so the European Commission imposed various restrictions on the sale. Universal has to sell various of EMI's assets. Artists such as Coldplay and Pink Floyd will have to go, but EMI will keep hold of other big names such as particularly the Beatles, very important one, also Genesis and Katy Perry. And
to what extent is that going to affect EMI's value? I mean, you know, Pink Floyd would seem to be very big sellers, so you know, one wonders to what extent a lot of the value that's in EMI will be walking out the door with them.
Well, the deal that Universal has done with City is about 1.2 billion. So that's what it's worth, and it's about £1 billion of turnover is the business that they're buying. They're selling artists worth about a third of that,
right?
So more or less 300 million, and they're very hopeful that they will get back exactly what they paid. But of course, they're now a forced seller.
Yes, absolutely. So, and I presume there are buyers out there already for the bits that are being sold. I mean, you know, is this still a viable business? This recorded music in the age of the free downloads, the rouse over free downloads, the digital revolution. Artists kind of up in arms about their own copyright, etc., etc.
It's certainly still a viable business. Last year, this recorded music division made earnings of about £170 million on that 1 billion of turnover. So there's still money to come in, and people are still paying for music, whether it's via buying CDs or increasingly over the internet via iTunes or via other sites such as Spotify. So there is a viable business there. But the important thing for the music companies is to firstly invest in new talent, which is expensive and is very much hit and miss. Universal says it'll be able to do a lot more of that with the addition of the EMI assets, and also persuading people to pay for them, which is the big challenge these days.
Yes, I guess that's the real big challenge for the recorded music industry into the future. You know, the days of free downloads are probably over, but we still have to wait and see. And this transaction looks like an interesting development in that whole scenario. Thanks, Oliver.